Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the server room. Holy moly, how awesome is this? It is year 2018 and we are starting it off somewhat, not officially or unofficially. I have to explain myself. It is 8 o'clock right now, Eastern Standard Time, Friday. I want to make sure that the YouTube channel is receiving the content. It looks like it's green. The stream is healthy, which is always a good thing. We are going to try to start at 8:01. So we're going to give it one more minute. It's 8 o'clock right now. We're going to get it one more minute. It is 8:01. So let's start. So guys, welcome back to the server room. Somewhat the official season 2 of it. I'm definitely going to be streaming on Fridays. I'm not going to do it on Saturdays because I have a lot of stuff that I need to take care of, like record and produce more materials for you guys from Monday through Thursday, like offline stuff. So I decided to do the live stream for you guys on Friday. Now the time, I'm playing around with the time. I started today at 8 o'clock. I said to myself, why not do it at 8 o'clock? I'm still debating what to do. I'm probably might do it 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I'm not too sure. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep it short and simple for episode 35 of the server room, and let's get started. All right. So first things first, announcements. Thank you so much, Lenovo, for the support for the channel as well as for the show. And I want to give a big superstar thank you so much for my network admin for my Discord. He is awesome. Parker, you are awesome. You are a superstar in my eyes. I appreciate all the help and support you've been doing for the Discord. Parker has created an awesome season 2 of the server room. Gives you a breakdown of all the days and what's going to happen and all that stuff. So definitely, I will share this document out for you guys. Click on it. And if you're part of the Discord server, you have access to that stuff. So go get it. Now, like I said, this is not really, it's a server room episode, but today's not, I don't want you to think that next week I'm going to do it again. I'm still building materials for you guys. So there's a good chance around March would be like the official day, like March 2nd and then March 9th, 16th. I'm going to go like straight on and start pushing out a lot of content for you guys. I'm still building content. The only reason that I'm pushing out episode 35 today because we are dealing with this particular topic, creating reference images with Windows 10 1709 using MDT 8450. I myself have problems, and a lot of you guys have come to me stating, oh, I've been having problems, how you fix it. So this is the reason. This is like an emergency, the server room episode, right? As always, GitHub repository is live. All the notes of all the episodes are there. Discord link is there as well. I recently just came back from CES. This is the playlist. Go check it out. I have about 7 to 8 videos of like Lenovo ThinkPad, HP announcements, Samsung, all kind of other stuff. Now for season 2, I'm debating whether or not I might stream to Facebook as well. So I'm going to stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I haven't decided. I started Talk Nerdy episode 1 before I went to CES, and we dealt with Meltdown and Spectre. Now, what's Talk Nerdy? Talk Nerdy, I wanted to do like a Linux tip weekly, but I also wanted to do a Windows tip weekly as well. So I'm combining it together, and Talk Nerdy is going to be a weekly show. I haven't decided where I'm going to start, but it's going to be between 25 to 30-minute live streams, straight to the point, PowerPoint notes, giving you guys all kind of tips and tricks of Linux and Windows to get you guys up and running. It's super basic, and we're going to get to advanced and then medium and then entry level. So it's a combination of everything. Like I said, season 2, I don't really want to say I'm officially starting today, because next week I'm not going to publish anything because I'm still building materials out. And then also Parker gave me a great topic, as well as a couple of other people in the Discord gave me a lot of topics. So I'm building stuff up for you guys, and I might start on March, right? And the day is definitely going to be on Friday, like I stated. The time, I'm still playing around. I started today at 8 o'clock. I might do it 7:30. I don't know, 7:30 or 7 o'clock. I'm still playing around. And let's stop talking the nonsense, and we're going to get straight to it. Now, we're going to go inside my home lab. At home, I'm remote inside my home lab. And I created 2 task sequences. One task sequence is with no changes. And one task sequence, I made some modifications, which I have a PowerPoint that I'm going to provide for you guys at the end of the show. And the reason why I have 2 of them is because one of them will provide you a nasty little error, and the other one will not provide that nasty little error. Okay? And I actually have the capture image inside my C drive. I got to expand my C drive. It's getting low. Deployment share, I kept everything as the default. So this is what I caught. And I recently caught it, which, on the 15th, 4 gigs. I'm going to start the process in importing that captured image inside my operating system. So I'm going to right click on this node right here and create a new folder, because this process takes a while, and I want to go straight into the PowerPoint and give you guys the details of what I did. So we are going to call, let's say, Windows 10, ref images. I don't know. I love creating folders. That's my thing. All right, cool. So I'm going to right click on this guy, and I'm going to import an operating system. Now, if you are importing an operating system, I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you guys can get a better look. There you go. Now, if you are importing an operating system from a CD or DVD or an ISO, if you mounted that ISO on your VM, you're going to do a full set source file. If you have a custom image like I have, you want to do this one. I haven't done this with you guys yet. So again, season 2, got to add that to my to-do list. I've always covered this and this with you guys, but never this. But I'm definitely going to cover this with season 2. So we are doing a custom image file, and I'm going to click next. The source is going to be C drive, because this is where I have my deployment share captures. I left the default. You could change it. And my MDT server, my MDT 8450, which I'm going to confirm it is 8450, it's vanilla. I didn't do anything special within the custom settings.ini custom settings.ini file or the bootstrap. I didn't do anything, nothing special. It's just out of the box, importing an operating system, creating a task sequence, and just pushing it out. Done. So we're going to pick our custom and open that up, and we're going to click on next. And we're not going to set up this, so we're going to leave it as the default. Click on next. And yep, you're going to keep the same name for the directory. Click on next on that, and click on next on that. So this is the reason why I'm doing this now, because I know this process will take its sweet time. I'm trying to get out of here. There you go. It's going to take its sweet time. So let that do its thing. I don't think I'm able to get in here, but I could actually show you guys. If I right click on the start menu and go to control panel, I could tell you or show you that if I go to programs and features, I am running the latest MDT 8450, and my Windows ADK is 16299, which will support the 1709. So I just want to make sure that I show you guys that I am running 8450 and the latest ADK, because I don't want to play any tricks with you guys and right. All right, so that's doing its thing. It should be quick, so I'm going to minimize this. Should be done. Let me see. I don't want to minimize it, and it's going to be... All right, so I'm going to minimize that. Okay, I think the only thing that I did not do prepping up was I didn't go inside audit mode. Shame on me. Because when you're installing your operating system inside your machine or your vanilla virtual machine or whatever to capture, you want to get inside audit mode and do all the customization and then package it up. I forgot to do that, and I apologize. And this is why I added the notes here. Okay, so the notes are right here for you guys. And I will share this document at the end of the show, so don't worry about it. So we're going to go straight into the PowerPoint. Gotta love PowerPoint. Keeps me straight, keeps me to the point, and you guys love the free things. So, like I said, Sysprep Capture Windows 10 1709 with MDT 8450. This is what we're going to do. Now, remember, if you recall those 2 task sequences that I had, when I used the one that was stated no change, this is what I got. Dum, 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 dum. Who the hell wants this? This is what I got with the task sequence that I didn't make any changes on. And I said to myself, what the hell? 8450 is supposed to be clean. There was a build within MDT, and I think it was MDT 8443, I think update 1, that the Sysprep and Capture task sequence work flawless. Meaning you're able to create your reference image, shut it down, create your task sequence, don't have to touch it, pixie boot your reference image, done. And it captures it, it Syspreps everything. Now it looks like it's broken again. So I don't know what's going on, Microsoft. You got to get it together, Microsoft. Get it together. So what I did was, I'm going to show you guys what I did. I created a virtual machine and I called it Golden. So I created a folder within VM, within my E drive, called in a folder called Golden. And I went inside my VM workstation because that's what I have in my home lab. And I went to File, New Virtual Machine, and I just follow the wizard, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be a Windows 10 64. I gave it the path of the E drive, right? I don't have anything here. This is the reason why I show this screenshot. This is the name of the virtual machine, and I'm dropping it in here. There's nothing in it, okay? And next, I'm giving it only 60 gigs. That's enough for a reference image. It only captured 4 gigs, which is not that bad. But it really depends on how deep in detail you want to get your reference image. And to be honest with all of you guys out there in the YouTube world, I hate golden images. I do not like deploying reference images or golden images. I like to use the way MDT is supposed to be used. Don't get me wrong, it's there for the Sysprep and Capture. I just like installing the operating system, boom, installing the updates, boom, and then install the applications. You see all that process, boom, 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 boom. I don't like reference images, okay? So that's how I feel. And from here, I think I did the customized hardware, and I changed the thing. I think I went to, so I did the edit virtual machines here, and the only thing that I modified, I went to the CD, because I needed to mount my Windows 10 version 1709. And I think I expanded a little bit to show you guys that this is the Windows 10 1709 one. Cool. So, and also make sure you connect at power on. So when you boot, it boots to the ISO. Man. So, I'm going to power this bad boy on, and when I power on, you're going to get this beautiful Windows, because right now it's booting from the ISO. So I'm going to fast track this, because this is pretty self-explanatory for a lot of you guys, right? You're installing the Windows 10 on the machine. So you hit next, you install, set up files, you pick your poison. My poison was Windows 10 Enterprise, and I just clicked on next, accept the license and terms. I'm going to do a custom Windows, install Windows only advanced, and I'm just going to pick the allocated space, which is the 60 gigs that I created within my virtual machine infrastructure. Click on next, and it's going to do its thing, and it's going to reboot itself. It's getting ready. This is very self-explanatory. You're going to go through this process. Now, for me, I made the mistake and not get into audit mode, which is okay. Hopefully, you guys take that in consideration within your environment. But for me, I just went through all this motion. So again, I follow all this, and I hit yes, and blah, 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 hit yes again. I skip this. Again, it's doing the process, looking for updates. When you get up to here, you want to do is domain join instead. This will bypass all that gibberish to log into a Microsoft account, and then you're able to create a local account. I created a local account called BTNHD, or actually Golden, sorry. Golden. I clicked on next. I did not provide a password. The reason why I did not provide a password within my reference image is because when you're creating a task sequence to deploy your custom reference image, you're giving it a password anyway within your task sequence. So there's no point of adding it here. But this is not really the way to do it, because it's best that you do it within audit mode. Audit mode will automatically log you in inside the default user account, and then you're able to customize everything. So I did a big boo-boo. All right, so I am correcting myself live with you guys and just telling you or giving you a heads up. Okay, so blah blah blah. Next, customize that. I think I hit no. Definitely customize the privacy settings, but you could do it in audit mode as well. Except I think I disabled everything and blah 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 with Cortana. It's gonna say hi, and there you go. I'm inside. So behind the scenes, what I did with a virtual machine, especially with your reference image, if you're creating a reference image within your VMware, Hyper-V, whatever, you got it nice and clean and stable, take a snapshot of it, right? Even though you're within audit mode, take a snapshot of it. In case something happens, you can always revert back from a snapshot and start over again. So I like to take a snapshot, and I called it stable and clean, and then I was ready to go. So this is the folder. It had nothing in it, and now it contains all the files of the virtual machine. Awesome. And boom. So I downloaded 2 files. I don't know if this is going to work because I wasn't within audit mode, but I downloaded 2 installation files. One was Notepad++ and also Adobe Reader. I installed them, configured them, updated them, pushed them all out. Again, I think I did bad. It's kind of bad practice because I should have done this within audit mode. So I really doubt if these guys are going to travel when I push out the custom image. So cross the fingers if it does. I'd be pretty awesome if it does. And the next thing that you need to do is, now this is where it comes. This is why I received that error. The first slide when I show you guys the error was because I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm gonna get out of this real quick. All right, get out of that. Go back. All right, so it's done. Hit finish. So the reason why I received that error, which is really weird because I thought they fixed it, and all of a sudden it showed up again. This is the no change. Because you saw that slide, I went inside the Sysprep folder so I could Sysprep it, right? Apparently, with 8450, if you have execute Sysprep and also these 2 right here, it will cause that nasty little warning. It's going to say 10 errors, 1 warning, blah, 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 and it's not going to go through. It's not going to start the capture process. So the way that I did, or the way that I got around it, was the following. So minimize this. Was I physically went inside the C drive, Windows, System 32, Sysprep, and I just double click on the system preparation utility. From here, you want to customize it. You want to click on Generalize, and you want to shut it down. And it's going to do its thing. It's going to shut down, bam, you're good to go. Now, the next thing that you need to do is within your MDT, go to task sequence, right click, new task sequence, give it a name, give it a task sequence, and if you want, task sequence comment. Now, for the drop down, you want to pick what? Sysprep and Capture. That's what you want. That's your poison. So your operating system, you definitely want to pick an operating system, and the one that I picked was a Windows 10 Enterprise. Okay, click on Next, and I'm not going to provide a product key, so I left it as the default. The OS settings, you could just write whatever you want, and admin password. You can provide an admin password. Hit Next again, summary, progress, and confirm it, and then you're good to go. Now, the step that I did was with my new fresh task sequence, I physically went inside the task sequence and I disabled this right here. Let's see if I could do this with you guys. So I disabled this right here and I disabled this right here. You're probably saying to yourself, why did you disable it? Don't you need it? Yeah, but you ran Sysprep manually. You already did that process. You don't need MDT to do it again for you. You already did it. So what's the point? Again, if you leave these 2 steps there, it's going to give you that nasty warning. and then you're gonna be pulling your hair out. You're gonna be pulling your hair out like, what the hell? Why is it not capturing my damn image? It's because of this. This causes problems, and I really thought Microsoft fixed this problem. It worked again. Like I said, I think MDT 8443 update 1 or update 2, it worked flawless, because I think I did a video for you guys on the channel using the task sequence, and it worked with no problem. So what I did was I disabled these two guys. Let's see if I can get out of here. Disable them. Just put, click it, go to options, disable the steps. Boom, 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 done. After I did that, you could go right click on this, your deployment share, just right click, and you want to go inside the properties. And the only thing that I changed was this right here. Let's see. Yeah, this is the only thing that I changed. Skip capture was equal to yes, so I hit no. Okay. Again, this is straight vanilla, out of the box. Not a lot of customization. So that basically means when my deployment starts, I have to provide a username, password, and a domain to establish the connection to my deployment share to pick the task sequence. Okay. But you are able to customize this. Then you want to update the deployment share. I have a huge habit of updating any little thing that I do within my MDT server. I just update it. Update. That's it. Always. Okay. Hit next, boom, boom, it's done. And next thing you want to do is, well, if you're doing it with the WDS, make sure your WDS is healthy. I've had a problem with my WDS. It doesn't automatically start, so I had to go inside the services and change that. So once I changed that, it was good to go. So just make sure your WDS is healthy, it's running in the background, and you're able to pixie. So what I did from here is I start my golden image. Remember, we shut it down. And I'm pressing F12 like a madman until I get this guy, and it's gonna point to 192.168.47.246. Now this IP address right here, this IP address is the IP address of my MDT server, and I only have one image being deployed within my WDS, which I can show you guys right now. I mean, there you go. So within my WDS, let me start WDS real quick for you guys. Come on. And there you go. Yeah, so within my WDS, I only have just one solid 64. Okay. If you had 64 and 86, you're able to pick which one you want during the Pixie boot. Awesome. So once this process goes, you're going to get this. Well, I got this because, again, I did not set up my custom settings.ini file, but you're probably smart and you customize it. Well, I customized my 9-to-5 job when I got it to the point that it bypasses all this gibberish stuff and just F12, pick a task sequence, and you're done. Sometimes if I've dealt with other jobs and I have the sequence to the point that you have like if and else commands. If a machine is plugged into if like an Optiplex 9020 is being deployed, it picks this task sequence, bypasses it. It bypasses everything. It automatically sees that as a 920, picks the task sequence behind the scenes and pushes everything out. That's the awesome way, right? That's awesome. So what I did was I picked the run deployment wizard. You got to put your username and password and domain. Remember, the username and password that you are using has to have access to your deployment share. It has to have admin access, okay? I use the administrator, password, and BTNHD would be my domain. Best practice is use a different account. I like to break best practices a lot. I know.
There we go.
Boom, and you got your task sequence. Now the task sequence is the one that you created. Now this is the one that you created with both Sysprep and Capture disabled. You pick it. Once you pick it, remember within the custom settings.ini file, you told it to not skip the capture. So this is the reason why this is here. And the reason why I wanted this is because I wanted to physically click on this, and you could change the location here, or you could actually you could add the location within the custom settings.ini file. You could do all this stuff within the custom settings.ini file, right? But for me, I just wanted to make sure everything is set. I didn't want anything to break, so I physically clicked on this. I left it as the default. Make sure that wherever you're dropping your custom reference image has enough space. Okay, if not, you're gonna have problems. Boom, and begin. It's gonna start processing. Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna start loading files. When it got to this point, I was like, yes. And it kept on going. When it got to this point, I was like, holy moly, I'm gonna go get myself a beer because I'm gonna chillax, read some One Piece, and just relax and play, and just chill. And then I came back. I looked at the folder. This is the timestamp. Okay. I saw the size. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go get myself another beer and relax, read more One Piece. When I came back, boom, 20. It kept on going up. It kept on going up again. That file size was when that file size got up to 2 gigs. I said, okay, this is definitely working, and I'm happy. And then when it got to 61, even better. And then eventually 3 gigs. And then boom, I got this. I was like, yes, it completed. Epic, awesome. And you click finish. And when you click finish on your machine, it's going to restart itself and try to do the open box experience. Shut it down if you want. But overall, this is the capture image that was created with about 4.3 gigs, about 4 gigs. And this is it. So again, this PowerPoint will be provided at the end of the show for you guys, so you guys could watch the video again or watch it offline, take notes on it. But we are already imported the operating system right here. Like, it's already imported. This is the guy that we created. Epic, awesome. Look at that. That's sexy. All right. So I haven't tested it out at all. So we're going to do the test live to see how well it works. Let's see. I'm going to put it here. Got a lot of folders. Let's create a folder together, and let's give it a name. Come on. There we go. Let's call it, I don't know, let's call it TSR 35. Yeah, because that's the server room, right? Server room 30. Episode 35. That's cool. And we are going to copy this path, right? Copy the path. I'm going to close that out. I'm going to go to File, New. Next, I'm going to do this real fast with you guys. I'm going to point it there. We're going to give it the name of TSR 35. We're going to click on Next. We're going to give it 60 gigs. I'm going to customize the hardware. Let's give it another processor. And what is it? 4096, I think. 4096. Yep. We're going to give that. And we're going to close. And we're going to finish. So I just created my container. This container is empty. It doesn't have an operating system at all. So I'm going to close this. I still got the golden stuff, so I'm just going to close that up. So what we're going to do is create our task sequence because we already imported our reference image. So let's create our task sequence. So what we're going to do is right click and go to new task sequence. And we are going to do is TSR 035. And we're going to do TSR 035 Windows 10 V1709 ref image. And you can give comments, it's up to you. We're going to click next on that. It is going to be a standard client task sequence. So click on next on that. And we're going to click on this guy. And there goes our custom win. And click on next. We're not going to specify a key for now. We're going to keep it straightforward for this this show. And we're going to provide some information. So the phone name is Bernardo, BTNHD. And we're going to give it our site. There we go. And click next. Provide a password. Make sure you remember the password, because this is the local admin password for the computer. And click on next and click next. And that's it. Finish. Done. There goes our thing. So like me, I love to do is update my deployments. It's a bad habit of me doing it, but hey, I like doing it. And that's done. I don't need to do anything within the, I don't think I need to do anything here. But for the hell of it, just let's replace the image just for the hell of it. And the image your Pixie boot or boot images are normally located within the C drive, deployment share. You want to go to boot, and they're right here. It hasn't been updated at all, so I'm just still going to replace it. Nice clean copy. Let's replace it. There you go. Come on. Replace. There you go. And finish. Awesome. And I like to just restart the server. This gives me like that calm, like, oh yes, okay, it's working. And we are going to go inside our virtual machine. We're going to power it on, and I'm going to press F12. F12 like a madman. Man. I'm literally pressing F12 right now. I wish I had another camera so I could show you guys. And I'm going to hit enter on that. There we go. So that's doing its thing. I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to minimize it real quick. And let's go here and see if anyone's on the chat. Whoa, thank you so much, Matthew Biggs. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. So who's in the chat? Wow, we got 14 people on a Friday night. I appreciate the love. Thank you all. Hello, Microsoft SCCM Guru. We got Dave Chapman. Have you ever customized the MDT background when Pixie booting off your WDS? If so, you have created any videos? Yes. There are videos, Dave Chapman, of me customizing the background of the deployment. I think we did an episode on the channel. And let's see. I think I did an episode dealing with, crap, I forgot what utility. We use a utility. And let's see. Because I feel like we did that. And like I do so many damn videos, I forget. I like honestly forget. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. And it's like when you guys give me questions, I have to be on it. I want to try to be fair with all you guys and answer all your questions as fast as possible. But where are you? Oh, man. Wait a minute. I thought we... Oh, here it goes. Okay, boom, found it. Let me switch back real quick. All right, Dave Chapman. I think Dave Chapman. Okay, so it is, if you go inside the server room, there's a playlist with all the awesomeness, and it is episode 5. This is when we upgrade the task sequence. We hook it up with BG info with MDT 8443. Plus, I have an MDT playlist as well with more information, customizing everything. So hopefully that helps you out. Okay. And say Microsoft SCCM Guru says maybe a good next part would be teaching the community how to use UDI Wizard to customize your... Yes, I've had a lot of requests for that, and season 2, I'm definitely going to try to push it out for you guys. All right, so we are going to go back into our server. Let's go back to the server, and here goes. So I'm going to pick Run Deployment Wizard. I'm going to try to end the show as fast as possible because it's Friday night. I know you guys want to hang out, be with the family. And I'm going to provide my password, and I'm going to provide my domain. I mean, for me, this is best practice. Definitely, you must do this. Do not add your username, password within the custom settings because that stuff is not encrypted. That stuff is plain text. So definitely have this option. You want to connect. You want to establish that connection all the time. Okay. Okay. It's going to start talking to our MDT server. Once that happens, you should see this beautiful thing, and we're going to pick our reference. Again, I have not tested this out yet, so I'm crossing my fingers it will work. There's a possibility it's going to crap out on me. If it does, it's just another thing that I have to troubleshoot and push out content for you guys, right? But to capture it successfully is most likely the procedures that I showed you guys will work with 8450, okay? If it doesn't work, let me know, because I would like to see what else happens. Because for me, when I left task sequence as is and I didn't touch it, it just gave me that silly error. It did not want to bypass it at all. So we're going to click on next on that. Yep, computer. So we're going to call this TSR 035, right? We're not going to join a domain. And we're going to click on next. And next on that. We're going to change the time. Again, you can customize all this. Next. We're not going to capture the image, and we're going to click on next. And updates. You got to remind me. Got to remind me in 2 hours. Got to keep everything up to date, right? We're going to begin on that. And that's beginning. It's doing this thing. It's basically doing what all of us have seen in the past. Have, you know, you're biting your nails, nervous, like, oh my God, please let it work. Please let it work. Oh, I don't want to spend any more time on this. I spent too much time. And you're like, like work, damn it, work. And because you're doing everything within a virtual machine environment, you don't really need to like import any drivers and anything. But if you're pushing everything out within like live machines, you have to customize it. You have to import your drivers. You have to do the if-else statements so your drivers are pushed out. I think selection profiles and all that stuff. So it looks like the operating system is installing. It's about 3%, 4%. It is right now 8:37. We're going to give it a few minutes. Let's say 8:45. If it's still going around 8:45, we're going to end the show because I don't want to keep you guys. This is like watching paint dry. But you never know. It might go a little fast. It's a 4 gig WIM file. It's not that big. It's already in 10%. All right. So let's go back to the chat. And we have a couple of people dropping off, which is okay. You know, it's a Friday night. I don't expect you guys to stay all day long. We have Mr. MC Weird. Dave Chapman can't link a video, but go to June 3rd, 2015 video. I should have placed the video for you guys on the chat. Do apologize for that. So, let me see if I can find it for you guys real fast. So TSR, blah, blah, blah. So episode 005. Let's see if I can find it for you. And I could post a link for you, my friend. So hopefully this can help you out. So here you go, Mr. Dave Chapman. Boom, that's the link. That is the link. Hopefully that will help you out with your issues. All right. But thank you, Mr. MC Weird. I do appreciate that you was trying to support someone from the chat. I love that. I love when you guys support that stuff. I appreciate it. And oh yeah, there's another one. Crap. Yep. There's 2 of them. So the one that I provided was the server room episode 5, and the one that Mr. MC Weird stated was a offline one that I created for you guys. Good call. I will provide the link on that one. I think that's the one that I did a Deadpool background. That was a good one. There you go. So those are the 2 links. And I will also place the 2 links within our Google Docs. So I'll place it right here in the Google Docs. So within the notes, so you guys could click on it when you need it. So this is customize MDT background. Okay. Get out of here. Okay. There you go. So I added those two for you. Let me increase the fonts. Increase the fonts. There it goes. Oh, get out of here. 14. There you go. So I added on today's Google Doc notes. I added the two links that you need. So these two right here will provide what you need. The second one will give you a very old video that I did. I did like a Deadpool background. The first link will give you a much recent one, episode 5 from the server room. We used BG Info utility. So whichever one will help you out, go for it. So let's go inside there. 75%, awesome. And it is 8:40. So I gave it until 8:45. Let's see what happens. 77, 78, still going, it's still going. We're looking good. Let's go back into the channel. And we're waiting right now for it to finish. But I would like to end the show at 8:45. But if you guys have any questions or any comments, or, I'm here to listen to you guys and try to improve my way of teaching you guys. So I do take any feedback, negative or positive. I take it to the heart and I try to improve for you guys, okay? So right now we are 92%. So we're looking good. We are looking super sexy, real good. We have 12 people right now. We're going strong, 41 minutes on the channel. And I mean, it's like super, super fast. I could have, this live stream could have been maybe 10 minutes because I could have just told you guys, go to the task sequence, disable Sysprep, done. It's over, right? But I didn't want to do that to you guys. I want to show you guys step by step. So you guys, when you're doing it, and you comparing my notes and you're doing it on your server or within your lab or production, it matches and you're like, okay, boom, that looks the same. Boom, boom. You feel comfortable with it, right? It's not like, okay, what the hell did he mean about going to the task sequence and just disabling Sysprep and boom, it's done, right? What kind of teacher am I? No, I'm going to break everything down for you guys step by step. If I catch a problem or I catch an error, you know what? I'm going to research it. I'm going to fix the problem, and I'm going to tell you guys how I fixed it, how I got around it, okay? So let's see if we could go inside our server. All right, boom, look at that. So it's restarted, 100%. The operating system is installed. We got about 2 more minutes for the show. Let's see how far this will go. I'm pretty excited. I want to see if it errors out, because I have not touched it at all. I have not deployed this custom image at all. This is the first time me deploying it with you guys live on episode 35. What a way to start the season 2. And my good friend, Mr. Parker, awesome guy. He provided a sheet on today's notes. If you click on the master file right here, it's going to take you to here. Like I said, there you go. Like 2 through 6 might not do any shows because I'm still working with materials with you guys. Parker suggested Microsoft Identity Server, so I'm definitely looking into that. I'm trying to build this the infrastructure right now, testing all that stuff, building my documents. So if I could get that done, maybe at the end of this month, I'll probably do the live stream February 2nd. It's like the streams are gonna be so everywhere because I'm still working on my material, but definitely starting on March is gonna be back to back. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And just keep an eye out, subscribe, keep an eye out when I start, posting stuff up. Let's go back to the server. Oh, look, it's getting ready. Oh, this is a good thing. Epic awesome is 8:44. I feel like just leaving it. Leave it be for let's stretch it until 8:50. I don't know. Could we stretch it out to 8:50? What do you guys think? By the way, how's everyone doing today? Right? Bet you a lot of you system admins have been busy past couple of days with the whole meltdown and Spectre issues with the. Isn't that crazy? That flaw has been within our processors since 1995. And why all of a sudden it pops up now? The beginning of 2018. It's like what was it? The Y2K scare with Windows XP. Why? I've been busy extremely downloading all the BIOS and firmware for all my Dells, creating the packages within my SCCM, taking advantage of System Center Update Publisher because that makes it super simple. Because once you get that FTP site from Dell, it just downloads everything inside your SCUP server, and all you have to do is just deploy it to your WDS, synchronize your SCCM. It's there. All you have to do is deploy the software, create the packages, and deploy it. Man, I've been having a lot of fun with that. But it's just so tedious, and it's been a pain in the butt. So this is still going. This is a good sign. At least it did not error out, because sometimes when it's installing the operating system, boom, MDT gives you a nice red warning, like, oh, it didn't go. All right. So let's minimize that. We're gonna let that happen. Let's go back to the chat, see if anyone's on. Mac Big says stretch it. Stretch what? What do you want me to stretch? Want me to stretch the windows? Matthew Biggs, what do you want me to stretch out? I'm here. I'm listening to you. You want me to stretch out the VMware workstation? Oh, wait a minute. Something's happening. Something's happening. All right. Something's happening. It's not saying ready anymore. It's booting. Okay, this is a good thing. It's good. All right, come on, baby. Come on, you beautiful thing. I should have enabled whatchamacallit, within the MDT. There's an option. Right click. Let me see if they still have it with 8450. So they still have this option. I should have enabled this. Wait, enable. No, that's not it. This. I should enable that. Then I'm able to like monitor the deployment shares. Kind of sucks that they don't have it anymore. I mean, it sucks that I forgot to enable it. They have it. I just forgot to do it, because then I'm able to see what's happening. But this is still happening right here. This is good. There you go. It's still doing its thing. Come on. Damn, it looks like we might have to end at 9 o'clock, because I'm stubborn. It's when you see this right here, it's like, oh man, yes, it's working. I want to see how it works to the end. Cool. Anyone is in the chat? To 8:50. Huh? Back when you said let's stretch the video to 8:50, that was funny. Oh. Wow, we got 16 strong people there. Thank you. I appreciate the love. We are still going strong, guys. We are still going. Oh, wait a minute. Something sexy just happened. Look at that. Woo! This is awesome. I love ending the show in a good way, right? because trust me, I've had episodes with you guys that something didn't work and I stayed late at the lab trying to fix it. I created a video after hours and show you guys that I fixed it and it works. But this time, good way to start the season 2. I'm loving it. Again, all the documentation that was shown today, like the Google Doc with all the links, taking you to Parker's master file, taking you to all the playlists and all that stuff, will be provided at the end of the show. So just keep a close eye on that. Come back later. The link is going to be at the bottom of this video. Once it's finally uploaded to the channel, it's going to be at the description. And if everything works well, I'm going to have like timestamps so you could basically just jump straight to it rather than listening to me rant nonsense. What else? And also the PowerPoint. Definitely the PowerPoint was very useful. It's free. I don't charge anyone none of this stuff. It's a free PowerPoint. You're able to download it, do whatever you want, watch the video while you have the PowerPoint, and start taking your notes, writing stuff down, and it's yours. It's free. It's awesome, right? Free is always good, especially when it's helping you out. So this is doing this thing. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. I just cursed and I apologize. I apologize for the boo-boo, guys. All right. Okay. Is it going? Come on. Something's happening. All right. It's getting ready. Yes. You know what? You know why I said why I said that? Because I thought it was going to give me that whole experience. Like, have to pick the keyboard layout. You got to put the username. You got to do all that crap. I didn't want to do all that stuff. But it looks like it is working. So, again, it's going to take several. Damn it. For real? Why is it taking several minutes? Right now, it is 8:52. I'm going to try to push it until 9 o'clock. I would like to end the show with this guy on the desktop. But it's looking good. Again, you guys don't have to stay until 9 o'clock. I know it's getting late. It's a Friday night. You can always come back later on, skip all the gibberish, and go at the end and see if it finished. But it looks like it's working. The task sequence is working. Epic. Awesome. Super happy. Super, super happy. I'm going to minimize this real quick. And let's go back into the chat. We got 50 pull-ups. Says, yo. Hey, what's up? 50 pull-ups. How you doing? How is everyone doing tonight? Right now, we are trying to wait until it's finished. It is still stating, we want everything to be ready for you. Yeah, I know you want everything to be ready, but I'm very impatient. You need to finish up. And I think there's an option. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in the live chat. I think there's a setting or an option that you could configure your deployment to bypass this nonsense. And I think I did an offline video of how to do that too. I think there's like a reg hack that you could push that would skip all this nonsense and just take you directly to the login. But I have to see how it would work during the deployment time. Whoa. Wait a minute. Let's go back. Yes! Yes! It worked. Awesome. And the two freaking things, the two freaking applications are there. And it is 8:53. That's awesome. I'm excited. I'm super excited. Yeah. I'm going to cancel this. Cancel that out. I'm going to minimize this. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. All right, still doing this thing. But I went blank. I forgot to get a full screen. There you go. All right. So again, I'm showing you guys that it is the server room 35. It's finishing up. It's cleaning itself up, and we should get that dialog box, that last dialog box stating, "Come on, baby." Yes. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself an applause. Awesome. Yes. Awesome. Holy moly. Finally, something works. This is the best way to start a season 2 with the server room for you guys. Something finally works. So, yeah. Make it a little large. I'm going to finish that up so I can finish this cleanup. I'm going to double click on Notepad. And see if Notepad loads up. Notepad loads up with no problem. Beautiful. And it doesn't load up that gibberish, because if you have installed Notepad++ in the past, when you launch it for the first time, you get that first default kind of file that you have to read stuff. It's like the info text. That didn't show up because I took that out during the time I was doing the reference. And for the Acrobat Reader, I shouldn't get that dialog box saying welcome. So let's see what happens on that. So that's launching. I'm going to right click on this. Let's go to control panel. Yep, it didn't do the, still loading, but yes, it didn't do the loading. So I'm happy for that. Okay, yeah. Oh, this didn't. I'm surprised because this did not show up for me when I did the reference. When I was creating the reference and I installed it, this did not show up for me. I guess I was rushing things. If I'd have took my sweet time, this should have popped up and I could have done it during my reference image. But it is going to pop up. Okay. But there are ways and reg hacks that you are able to disable all that stuff. So what I'm doing right now is just loading up my control panel because I want to physically see within my programs and features. I want to see those. Yep, I want to see that there, right? I don't want to, I don't want to think that stuff is cached in on anything inside the admin account. It is physically installed. So when another user logs into this machine, they're going to get these two software. So epic, awesome. Epic, that's awesome, man. Cool. All right, so I'm going to minimize this guy. And we are going back into the chat. And I want to thank everyone out there for watching this guy. Watching this guy with the fancy mustache, which a lot of you like and some of you don't. I don't really care. But I still love you guys. Again, the schedule is going to be kind of weird for season 2. I'm definitely going to go straight gunning around March, back to back every Friday. I'm playing around with the time. Today was 8 o'clock. Maybe the next time I'm going to do around 7:30. I'm just playing around with the time. It looks like 8 o'clock is pretty good for us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream, enjoyed the show. If you have any comments or concerns, again, don't leave it at the chat because that stuff disappears. Come back when the video is fully loaded on the channel. Leave your comments so I could get an email and I could reply back to you. Don't forget about hitting that like button. And also a big shout out and a big thank you to Parker for my Discord, my network admin. He's the best. Thank you so much for all the support and everything you've been doing at the Discord channel. And I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. And again, like always, I always forget how to end this show. But you know what? I think I got a hang of this. I think if I click on this, all right, later.